we have the opportunity to chat live with him. NASA astronauts Kjell, Lindgren, and Scott Kelly join us live from the International Space Station this morning. Good morning, guys, and just so all our viewers know, they are on a little bit of a delay, so there'll be a lag when I ask questions and they answer. So we have Scott Kelly, who's the station commander, and first of all, the Kjell, happy belated Colorado Day. We saw the picture with you and the flag.
Yeah, absolutely. It was exciting to be up here and to be able to celebrate Colorado's statehood day. So I thought it would be fun to take a picture and celebrate with a little shout out on Twitter.
Oh, that is absolutely awesome. Yeah, we saw that picture. Tell us a little bit about the roles that both of you play in your current expedition there on the ISS.
Well, of course, I just arrived a couple of weeks ago with my crew, Kimia Yui and Oleg Kononenko, and we joined Scott and Misha and Gennady up here to make up the full 6 crew of Expedition 44. And right now, I'm still kind of learning the ropes. Scott has been mentoring Kimia and I while we've kind of gotten our feet wet or gotten our space legs, and it's been great. We serve as flight engineers. We do maintenance, preventive maintenance, and of course the mission of the space station is conducting science and research. And we've been very busy at that.
All right, so you've only been up there, like you said, for just a couple of weeks now, and we know there's a learning process there. Have there been any kind of space is hard moments, normal tasks that just take a little bit more effort for you?
Well, let me just say one thing. These guys look like veterans. They, just really, took off with, looking like they've been up here for a long time and great skills and doing great work.
Well, that's awesome.
We sure appreciate Scott.
Go ahead.
We sure appreciate Scott really kind of showing us the ropes and giving us a good head start. There are a couple of things that are more difficult up here for sure. It's great to float around, but the lack of gravity actually really makes it difficult to keep things organized. And so I found that I've lost some things. If you don't Velcro it down, things just kind of float away. And then anytime you open a bag, things just fly out. So, and that includes bags of food. So I find that when I'm open a bag of chicken to eat, pieces are flying everywhere, and I'm learning how to not make a big mess.
Well, we hope you can keep that under control. Commander Kelly, we know this definitely is not your first rodeo in space. You're spending a year up there, and you've got a good chunk, the better half of a year left. Now, I've seen on social media you do a lot of blood draws, and so does your brother down on Earth. Can you talk about those blood draws and what you guys are trying to figure out with your year in space?
Well, there's a lot of science that goes on up here, and while I'm here during the course of the year, almost 400 different experiments, and those are in all different kinds of category, whether it's, how to learn the things we need to learn to go further beyond low Earth orbit to Mars someday, or how to improve life on Earth. And the science that's involved with me being here for a year is broken up into a few different categories, but most of it is this 1 year science that is a medical experiment on Misha and I, understanding the effects on our bone and muscles, immune system, the effects of radiation, but also this comparative study with my brother, which is kind of on a genetic level with the effects of this environment on our DNA and RNA and proteins. And it involves a lot of blood draws and a lot of other types of imaging and research and samples.
All right, guys, we're getting close to the end of our window here. 2 questions for you. One, kids are headed back to school soon, and as we very well know, the generation that'll take us to Mars and beyond. Do you have any advice for them for the next school year? And also, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, GMT time for you guys. Any dinner plans? What's in the bag tonight, guys?
Well, I'll give the same advice that my parents gave me, and that is for those kids that are going back to school, what a great opportunity. And it's one that we really take for granted sometimes, that education. And to just really dig in and study and read and learn about the things that you're interested in.
And as far as the dinner, you pose that question in a pretty interesting way, because a lot of times I just say, you know, what I'm having for dinner is brown in a bag.
All right, real quick before you go, guys, can you do a flip for us? We want to see it. We're jealous. Oh, unreal. I'd try one, but things wouldn't go well. Thank you guys very much. Enjoy the rest of your time up in space. There you go. Commander Scott Kelly on the space station, live from space this morning with Kjell Lindgren, Colorado's own. Thank you guys very much. Let's go ahead right now and take a look at your forecast back here on Earth. And what a beautiful day we have along the front.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the KDVR-TV interview.